Hello everyone, welcome back to Jets Fan TV, your number one place for Jets fans to talk all things Newcastle Jets. Today's topic is your match day live stream. We did this on the final day against Heidelberg, the Australia Cup final day. We're doing it again for the game against Melbourne Victory tonight, 7:35. Let's get pumped up. Let's get good turnout there. Hopefully we'll get at least 10,000. There's a lot of hype, but we've got to get this first win. Let's get down there and support the boys tonight. Yeah. So, welcome in Talking A-League. He says, come on Jets. Yeah, that's alright. Come on Jets. Let's get the win. He says, disappointing loss against Mariners, but let's bounce back with a win at home. It'd be great to get a win. Look, obviously it was a disappointing loss last week, but it's a long season. There's time to look. If we win this game, it's fine. Like it gives us a bit more confidence going into the Brisbane and Sydney and Brisbane games. If we can come out with at least 2 wins going into the national break, we'll be good. I think we'll be doing good. So welcome in anyone watching. This is my predicted 11 for the game. I did my match preview. If you haven't already, go watch that, or you can watch that after the stream. I did a match preview for this game. Also, if you haven't, go watch my match day vlog from the Mariners game. That was a great vid, great turnout. A mostly good day down, apart from the end. Like I enjoyed watching the game. I know we were losing for most of it, but I enjoyed watching the game. But the end was disappointing, obviously. But yeah, go watch all that after the stream. If you want. Yeah. So basically, I'm not. By the way, just to clear this up, I'm not going to be doing no watch along. I'm going down to the game tonight. I'll be going to the game. This will only be a quick, probably half-hour stream, maybe less, maybe a bit longer, depending if there's much to talk about, if many people in the chat. So yeah, there won't be much. It's going to be a whole match day experience. It's only just I want to start doing this for most days, for most games. I didn't end up doing it against the Mariners because that was an earlier game, and I had to travel down but I think I left home about 12. So yeah, I didn't have much time to do it last week, but I want to start trying to do this every week, just a quick half-hour to hour stream on each match day, just discussing the game and getting hyped up for the game. So we'll start off. We'll do a bit of a recap on the Mariners game. I mean, very well. The first 10 minutes on top of the Mariners had a lot of chances. We looked really good, really on the front foot, really attacking in the first sort of 10 minutes of the game, 15 minutes of the game. We scored the goal, brilliant goal by Alex Badalato. I mean, what a year he's had, just fresh off winning that AFC Young Men's Player of the Year award, and yeah, it was a good start to the game. But after we scored the goal, I felt like we switched off a bit. We allowed Mariners back into the game. We allowed Mariners to have all the ball and pressure, and ultimately that was coming. To be honest, we gave them so many chances, and then Max Burgess gives away the penalty. Disappointing. There was no arguing about it. It was definitely a penalty. It's not one of those controversial decisions. Yeah. Gave away the penalty, and then a couple of minutes later they went down and scored again. I mean, to blow 1-0 lead like that was very, very annoying and heartbreaking and disappointing. But, well, let's just hope. I feel like we've been really good at starting games, apart from the cup final. As far as I can remember, I believe, don't quote me on this, I haven't watched any of the highlights of these games for a while or anything, but Adelaide United, the first round of the Australia Cup against Adelaide United, I believe we started really well in that game, and against, who do we play after that, Cooks Hill, we started really well, we got a couple of early goals, and against Avondale we got an early goal as well, didn't we? Started really well. The only game was Avondale, we definitely didn't come out in that game firing. I mean, that was a terrible start. In fact, it was the opposite of. It's the opposite. The cup final was the complete opposite of the FA derby. Absolute complete opposite. But yeah, yeah. Anyway, so we're good at starting out well, but what we got to do better against Melbourne Victory. I'm sure we'll start out well. Maybe we get an early goal, but we've got to make sure we keep on top of the game and we don't switch off after the goal like we did against Mariners, because that cost us a couple of goals, didn't it? Gave away a stupid penalty and they got another goal. So yeah, obviously we missed the penalty. That was very disappointing. I mean, just a heartbreaking miss by Eli Adams, and then Rose on the back post on the follow up. I thought he was going to score it, and they go down and score. I mean, it gets me so annoyed, to be honest. It really does get me so annoyed when I think about it. But I think overall I don't think it was a terrible game. It wasn't a great game. I don't think we dominated. In fact, we definitely didn't dominate. But I feel like we weren't as bad as some people make out to seem. We didn't get dominated. I feel like we had plenty of chances. There were just periods of the game where we switched off. After we scored, we switched off, and after we gave away that penalty, after Eli Adams missed the penalty, we switched off again. I mean, we switched off and they went down and scored straight away. We've got to be better there. We've got to be better at not switching off and staying on top. I mean, there was so many chances for Mariners to put that game away earlier. They easily could have got a third before we scored a second. So, yeah. Right, we'll move on to the victory game now. So, this is my predicted 11 right here. Let me know, what do you think of it? Would you make any changes? Do you think anything will be different? This is my predicted 11. Actually, it will be different now because I did this before the team news dropped last night. Adams is not of it, so let me tell you the team. So Shaughnessy's coming. Shaughnesy comes into the squad. I don't think he'll start, but he might actually make a debut for us. So Shaughnessy's in. And then you've got Eli Adams is out. Coach is out. He got an injury last week before the Mariners game during training. Eli Adams this week got a hamstring injury during training yesterday. The news broke anyway. I can't believe it. So that means I think it'll be Oscar Fryer starting there at right wing. But apart from that, I think especially now with Adams out, I think he's going to go with a bit more experience. I think Rose will definitely start, and I have a feeling Nato will start this game. Yeah. So that's my predicted 11. Let me know. Let me know in the chat. What would you do? Would you change anything? Do you agree with the lineup? Would you like anything to be changed? Melbourne victory last week. The key players I think to look out for in this game is Danny Jonro. I thought he played really well against Auckland, driving forward with the ball, creating a lot of opportunities against Auckland. Struggled to break down the Auckland defence, but Auckland are really solid defensively. And yeah, I think Danny Jonro is definitely a player to look out for. Santos on the left, I thought he played pretty well against Auckland as well. So hopefully Drozos and Badalato and even Burgess can keep Danny Jonro quiet. If they can keep him quiet, I think Melbourne Victory will struggle to get through us. Well, actually, no, I don't. I said that against the I said that before, in my preview for the Mariners game, and look what happened. They were cutting us open left, right, and centre. They won't struggle to get through us, but I think if we can keep Danny Jonro quiet, they will struggle to create great opportunities. Welcoming Lewis on. Yeah, I know. I just touched on that a couple of minutes ago. This was my predicted 11 before the team news came out yesterday. So I did this on Wednesday. So Adams won't be in. I've got Oscar Fire there now. And if you missed it as well, Shaunsey is in the squad. I don't think he will start, but I think he will be. I think he'll make his debut. So that's my predicted 11. Just forget about Rose. Don't worry about. Don't worry about Adams. I've got Oscar Fire there now, but I'm not going to change it. Can't. Well, now I forget. I've lost my train of thought. Yeah, if we can keep Danny Jonro quiet, I think they'll struggle to really create great opportunities. Hang on. Sorry, I'm just getting a message. I don't know what else to talk about now. Yeah, so I encourage everyone to get down there, everyone to get down to the stadium. Hopefully we can get at least 10,000 to the game. That would be brilliant. That would be great if we could do that. So Newcastle Jets are, if you don't know already, Newcastle Jets are bringing the Australia Cup trophy at the stadium tonight, so it will be on display at McDonald Jones Stadium. So get down. It'll be a great night. Hopefully a good result as well. I can't wait to get down. I honestly can't wait to see how many are in attendance. I think it's going to be quite a few. Key score predictions in down below. Who do you think will win? What do you think the score will be? The score prediction I went with in my preview was 2-1. I think I went 2-1 to the Jets. I can see this being a draw. I can see this being 2-2 or even 1-1. I think there's goals in this game, but I'm going to back us for the win. Hopefully we can get our win. First home game of the season. I think there's going to be a lot of support there. So I think we're going to have a lot of opportunities. I think we'll just get the win. It's going to be a tough game. It's going to be a tight game, but hopefully we'll be good enough defensively to keep out Victory from scoring too many goals. Hang on, I actually haven't seen this. So we're proud to announce Joshua Rizzu. This is from Leontari Management. I'm guessing they're an agency maybe or something. We're proud to announce Joshua Rizzu has completed a move to the Jets. After an outstanding season at Geelong SC, finishing as the club's Golden Boot winner, Josh now takes the next step in his journey with the Jets. Well, so I didn't say that. So we made a new signing. He's a Cam from Geelong SC. That's an interesting signing. I saw an interesting stat actually. We haven't won the first game of the season. Won on the opening week in 6 years, I think it was, since 2018. So since the 2018-19 season, we haven't won the first game. I mean, bloody hell. How long will that stat continue? It continues for another year, another season. I really did think it was going to be different this year. I really did think I've never been so confident for an FTW. I've never been so confident for round one. And I've never been so confident for a season. So that's not a good sign. But yeah, I don't know, but let's just hope, as Alex said earlier, let's hope we bounce back with the win. The last thing we need is to lose 2 in a row at the start of the season. It's still a long season. That's not going to affect us too much yet. But you lose all your momentum from the Australia Cup. You don't want to lose all that. So hopefully we can keep up. Get the win tonight, or at least even get a draw. If we can keep a draw and beat Sydney and Brisbane, that would be good as well. But let's just not lose. That's the main thing. Hopefully we don't lose. Right, I think that's going to do me. Sort of run out of things to talk about. I've talked about the Mariners game. I've talked about the Victory game tonight. Get hyped. Get down to the game. As I said, should be a good turnout. As I said, for the Mariners game. Let's get 10,000 down to the game to back the boys and get the win. Back them to the win. Come on, let's get revenge. Don't forget, Victory was the team that beat us in the 2017-18 Grand Final. I'm sure you won't forget it, but 2017-18 Grand Final. Any time we beat Victory, it's a good win. It's a great win. And I hate Melbourne Victory, so let's go get that bloody well win. Come on. Thank you for watching. If you like the show, make sure you hit the like button, hit the subscribe button if you're not subscribed already. We're just building a community for all Jets fans to talk all things Newcastle Jets. Until the next